Okay, so we're gonna do part two of our notes. So I think we were on the hot chocolate. I'm gonna have to reset it up because it didn't save. So all of my writing is gone. Womp, womp, womp. So I know, that's what I just said. We were on the hot chocolate, but mine didn't save, so I have to start it all over. All right, so you guys are gonna help me get everything written back that we had so far. So we had established, what were our variables? X was what? Hot cocoa. Y was the, okay. All right, then where were we at? 200 plus 0.50y. Okay, and then all right. Is that all we had? Okay, cool. All right, so we had set up our two equations. So what we're talking about is that when you have problems like this, there's two different things being described, right? You have quantity and you have an amount, so a dollar amount. So quantity and a dollar amount. So our dollar amount, its coefficients also have to be dollar amounts, right? Our quantity is unknown. We don't know how many coffees or cups we sold. So notice how their coefficients are just ones, okay? So then step 3 is we are solving by graphing, right? So in order to solve by graphing, we want to practice getting y by itself. Remember, it's a 2-step to get y by itself. You add or subtract, then divide. Add or subtract, then divide, right? So for the first equation, I want to get y by itself. So what am I subtracting? Uh-oh, forgot my y. I'm going to subtract 0.75, good job. So our y1 equals 200 minus 0.75x. And then I divide by 0.50. So that's my y1. My y2 comes from this guy. And I'll have to do one thing to get y by itself here. And what is that? How do I move a positive x? Subtract it. So we have 295 minus x. So these are our two equations that we're putting in to our calculator, AKA decimals, right? And we're going to look for their intersection. So we're going to go to our calculator. So we're putting in, and if you remember, I said you need to put the numerator in parentheses. So you have 200 minus 75 cents, 75 hundredths, divided by, and that's your / by the shift. And it turns it into a fraction for us. And we said 50. The / or the parentheses? Okay. And then our next one is just, was it 295 minus x? Oh no, I don't see anything. What does that mean I need to do? Yes, the / it's the slash button next to shift. Oh, still not there. There we go. And bam. What do we get? 210 and 85. So our intersection is at 210, 85. Okay, the intersection, is that our answer? No, your answer is interpreting what the intersection means. What does this mean? There we go. 210 cups of, can I just write HC? Is that okay? Of hot cocoa, and only 85 cups of coffee. There must have been a lot of children there. There's not a lot of coffee, so. You don't have to put the word old in front. You can say grown. Okay. All right. How do we feel? Okay. Okay. Here we go. Let's talk about at a local bank, Wanda received $10 bills and $20 bills in exchange for $100 bill. She received a total of 8 bills. How many $10 bills did she receive? Okay. So what are our variables? Well, it's X and Y, but what does X and Y represent? Oh, y'all got it. $10 bills, 20 bills. All right, let's see how we do setting up the equation. It says she received a total of 8 bills. How many $10 bills did she receive? And so the first sentence is, so she received $10 bills and $20 bills in exchange for a $100 bill. So we have 10 something, right? Because that's how much there were, plus 20 something has to equal how much? 100. Does that make sense? Because they exchanged the money, and if you're exchanging, it has to be equal, right? Otherwise, I'm not exchanging money with this bank. And then she received a total of 8 bills. So we know that X and Y has to equal what? 8. All right, I'm gonna pause right here and let you guys finish it. Just hold that paper. Just, pretend it's something, Noah. All right, y'all did so good. So we got 6, 2. And so therefore our answer is 6 $10 bills and 2 $20 bills. Yes. Yes. Okay, guys, just ignore what you just saw. Is that why you're confused? You're like, what is this woman doing? I would be too. All right, so when your goal is to get Y by itself, right? What are the things that I need to do to get Y by itself? I need to move, I subtract the 2 and X, bam. And then I need to divide the 20. Eight. That's how she's doing it. Her numbers. All right, does that clarify? I don't know, whatever it is. I've been running like a wild bench all morning. But yes, so for the people, the answer was 6, 2. So that means you guys were smarter than Ms. Jones and did it correctly. Good job. But and you can do the math. What's 60 times 10? Is 60. What's 2 times 20? Does that make $100? Yes. Exactly. Okay. And 6 plus 4, the 6 plus 2 equals 8. All right. 62 is the total right answer. Yes. All right. Let's try number 5. Woo. Jeez. Let me take a sip here. You collect baseball and football cards. Your uncle has an old collection of 360 cards that he gives to you. The collection has more baseball cards than football cards. In fact, it has 30 more than twice the number of football cards. How many of each are in your uncle's collection? Exactly. So our variables are X. We're gonna let X equal football. I don't care which one. And Y equal. Are we cool with that? All right. So then we're gonna set our equation. It does not matter. The collection has 360. So what does 360 equal? 360 is all of it, right? Your collection is your football and your baseball. Does that make sense? It's all of them. Okay. Then it says for footballs, you have more baseball cards than football cards. In fact, he has 30 more than twice the number of football cards. Okay, so what this is saying is that baseball equals 30 more than twice football. Do we see where those came from? 30 more than twice. So the twice told us we're doing what? Multiplying by 2, right? And then it said football, 30 more than twice the football. So one of our y's is already solved for us, right? So then our second one, all we have to do here is do what? Subtract. There you go. So y equals 360 minus x. So can you find out how many baseball and football cards he has? Awesome. So the intersection is 110 and 250, but that is not our answer, right? So we got 110 and 250. Our answer is, what do the numbers represent? 110 football cards and 250 baseball cards. You need coffee too? All right, so do we see how they're all different, but the steps are the same? Yes. Okay. So on your thing, you have you have an exit ticket on Canvas. Goes in your notes when I check your notebook. Remember, all notes are checked during your notebook check, right?